Thanks, guys, and you're exactly right. The Hawkeyes are once again on the road this weekend to face off against the Fighting Illini of Illinois.
That's right, Chelsea. Iowa finds themselves in a rut after dropping their third Big Ten Conference of the game with only 3 remaining. But in order to turn things around, one senior leader says he has to bring the team with him, linebacker Quentin Alston.
The beginning of the 2014 football season brought about a complete new core of linebackers. Now 9 games into the season, senior linebacker Quentin Alston finds himself leading a struggling group of young linebackers.
So far, I feel like it's been kind of like a roller coaster ride. One week we'll be really good. The next week, we'll be a little bit undisciplined with our calls and assignments. So it's been pretty frustrating.
And the next stop on the ride, a 4-5 Illinois team. The team will have to put the Minnesota loss behind them, and helping with that will be Alston.
We're focused on the next step, and that's Illinois. So we're just going to keep them pushing forward, and I'm going to do that from the front, and I'm going to push everybody, bring everybody along with me. So I'm just going to stay calm and just make sure everybody has that same mindset, and that we can just keep on getting better each and every week. So we're just focused on growth right now.
Alston, one of the 3 first-year starters, currently ranks 2nd in team tackles at 64, which is significantly higher than his youthful counterparts. Sophomore Reggie Spearman has 34. Redshirt freshmen Bo Bauer and Josie Jewell have 24 and 22. In their 5 Big Ten games, Iowa is allowing an average of 201.6 rushing yards.
We need everybody rallying to the ball, regardless if you're on the other hash or right where the play is going.
I mean, we're not as good at linebacker as we were a year ago. We knew that in August. Actually, we knew it in January.
Alston joined the higher ranks of the squad, taking over for the loss of Iowa's previous star linebackers of Anthony Hitchens, James Morris, and Christian Kirksey, who were all selected in the 2014 draft.
And the linebackers having their own additional set of problems, with Reggie Spearman back after missing 2 games for an OWI, and Travis Perry out for the regular season after suffering a lower leg injury against Minnesota.
Some unfortunate news, Jalen, but the Iowa defense still stands tall in the Big Ten standings, ranking 4th in overall defense. But they will be tested against this tough offense of the Illinois team. Take a look at this week's Inside the Numbers. The Hawkeyes are coming off angry from last week's 51-14 loss at Minnesota as they face Illinois this Saturday.
I can't, really put a finger on it. We just didn't play good football. We got what we deserved. We played poorly, and, they played well.
The Fighting Illini not standing in any better condition, suffering 4 double-digit losses in its last 5 games. One thing looking up for Illinois is quarterback Wes Lunt's expected return to the field. Different from Minnesota, this Illinois offense excels in the pass game, averaging 267 total offensive passing yards, and Lunt contributes to 17 of the 24 passing plays of 25 or more yards. One go-to receiver to watch is freshman Mike Dudek, who has 45 receptions for 707 yards.
They make you prepare for a lot of different things and looks. Certainly it changes quarterback to quarterback. But the receivers are all very good. They're built to throw the football, and they've got good receivers, and Lunt's a really good thrower.
But where Illinois excels in the pass game, Iowa dominates in the Big Ten, only allowing around 121 passing yards per game. The secondary starters, including Jordan Lomax, Greg Maben, Desmond King, and leading team tackler John Loudermilk, have combined for 18 pass breakups and 5 interceptions. Quarterback Jake Rudock has 1 touchdown and 1 pick in his last 2 games, but stays at a 63.7% completion rate on the pass game.
The biggest thing we got to do right now is just stay positive and keep that workman's attitude, and we just got to keep pushing forward. You lose games. We lost big, obviously, and we just have to keep going and keep working.
Illinois is coming off their final bye week and sitting in the advantage seat after defeating the Golden Gophers 28-24 earlier this season. But a game where Iowa's defense shines, Illinois will have to produce beyond the pass game. Regardless, each team is begging for this victory. Jalen's senior strong safety John Loudermilk was very vocal after the Minnesota game about how the secondary did not play up to the level they have this season. So I'd expect the Iowa defense to definitely challenge the Illinois pass offense this weekend.
Now on the opposite side of Loudermilk is Jordan Lomax, who has tallied 60 tackles this season. Daily Iowan TV football reporter Whitney Blakemore caught up with a junior earlier this week. Whitney?
Hey guys, it's Whitney Blakemore here with free safety Jordan Lomax. And Jordan, Illinois' QB Wes Lunt is expected to return, and he's really known for his big plays. How do you guys plan to stop him and his wide receivers?
Pretty much just get a nice pass rush up front, and then in the back end, the secondary, we just have to do a good job covering up the receivers, and that should be able to eliminate some of the big plays in the passing game.
And, last weekend, the Gophers completed 10 for 14 for 4 touchdowns in their pass attempts. How are you planning to adjust?
Pretty much, we looked at the film and we corrected our mistakes, and now we're on to Illinois, and we just got to figure out how we can stop them now. So that's just our main focus right now, just on the Illinois.
And finally, linebacker Travis Perry is out for the rest of the regular season. How does that affect your defense as a whole and the secondary?
Travis, he's a good player for us, and now that he went down, it's just all about next man in. So somebody's going to have to come in and replace him and play at his level or even better. And that's just a part of the game, and we're going to have to move on and adapt.
All right, well, thank you so much, and back to you guys at the studio.
Thanks, Whitney, for that.
And interesting enough, it's been 6 years since the Hawkeyes have traveled to Champaign to take on the Fighting Illini.
Since 2008, Iowa has played 19 other schools from all over the country, but hasn't stepped foot onto a campus that is one of the closest out-of-state schools.
I started thinking about playing in Champaign, and it struck me odd that we hadn't been there since '08. I think we all, not that I'm an expert of geography, but it's next state over, so it's kind of weird that way, especially if you're in the same conference.
Although no one on the current team has faced Illinois, Iowa's roster includes 18 Illinois natives, more than any other outside state.
Yeah, it is a little weird that we've never played them, but yeah, from now on, I guess we were playing them. They're on our side now, so yeah, it'll be a good game, and don't know too many kids on the team, surprisingly, but yeah, it'll be a fun game out there.
And players aren't the only ones excited for this matchup, being that so many students hail from the land of Lincoln. But that'll do it for this week's pregame show. Be sure to tune in to Sunday's program for extended coverage of the long-awaited Iowa versus Illinois game.
We'll also be bringing you live updates from Memorial Stadium this Saturday on our sports blog at dailyiowansports.com.